Kim's going camping for the first time.
I've been very opposed to camping for years.
What I've learned here is that you haven't ever done anything.
No, I just don't.
You haven't seen Pulp Fiction, you haven't gone camping.
Like going outside.
What happens if someone goes into cardiac arrest? What are you gonna do?
Die.
Just let them die. That's the rule of camping.
One of my friends is he doesn't like camping either, but he's like a pretty well-known engineer and roboticist, and he was like, Kim, I'm bringing a generator. We're gonna watch some DVDs. We're gonna play some PlayStation 4. And I said, you have made everything better.
One time I went with these guys and we went out into the desert. And they were like, we're going to Joshua Tree. And I'm like, well, I assume now we're in Joshua Tree. And we camped and we woke up and I was like, it must be noon because it's 4,000 degrees. Yeah. And then he pulled out his GPS. We were just nowhere near Joshua Tree. We didn't see Joshua trees. There were that's a kind of tree. It looks like a guy going like, well, you're going to die here.
The key to camping, I think, is like, you got to camp in Scotland first. And then you prepare yourself for any sort of adversity that you can.
That's where Bear Grylls nearly died.
In Scotland is one of the rare places in the world that you can go through 5 to 6 different types of weather in the space of like 10 minutes. One time I was on a jog, 10-minute jog, not lying, around my house. It rained, it hailstoned, it had sun, it snowed. Not in that order, like it just decided to just kind of, it's bipolar. The weather's bipolar. I'm going to go rain this time. And when you come here, specifically in Los Angeles, if you're going to camp in the national parks, you just got to prepare for it to be a little bit hot, and then at night it gets a little bit chilly. And once you face that, it's a piece of cake.
I feel like Burning Man has created this group of people who think they're awesome campers, but aren't.
I have no interest in Burning Man.
I went into the desert, and you should go too. I think it's a trick, because all the photos that they post are like of them having a great time. But then all the photos that when they're going through their phone of Burning Man that they didn't post is them just like covered in dirt. And I can't see, and I can't talk, and it sounds terrible.
But they've all had a transcendental new experience that changed their lives.
Horse
Don't you
garbage.
Want that?
Speaking of horse garbage, why is bestiality illegal?
Thanks for the transition, Brett. Here's my answer to this, is that you will often see that S&M is a way of which people profess their love, right, through sexual intercourse. You get people that are going to be dominant, they're going to have submissives. But at one point, what is the one thing that changes it from when it goes to the extreme?
Safety words.
Safe words. So there is my answer to why bestiality is illegal.
It cannot consent.
Because you might think that it's kicking you, and you might take that as an inclination that it doesn't like it, but Brett, it could be the inclination that it does like it.
An animal can't consent, Brett.
I'm just saying, from a legal perspective.
I really hope that makes like a clip show that we end up doing for an ad for the post-game show.
Brett,
I'm just saying.